Remember Eco, a PlayStation 2 kind of platforming adventure game that was actually later re-released together with Shadow of the Colossus as part of a HD collection for the PlayStation 3, and that's also the version that I'm playing right now. If you have not played this game, I would highly suggest that you do so, because I have incredibly fond memories of it. I'm already gonna go out and say that this is probably one of my favorite PlayStation 2 games, and I don't know, I really like it. I think it has a very neat concept. It's all about simplicity and very, I don't know, like immersive storytelling, or just immersive world and then storytelling through that. It just kind of blew my mind a little when it first got played, or was played by me, because that did not really happen at release. It was not until much later. What are we gonna do with this block right here? If you're wondering, where's he at right now? What's the takeaway? What should we take away from him being right here in this situation? Well, I started a new game, currently like 20 minutes in or something, and already confused by what is essentially the first puzzle. There's the box right there. We can apparently do something with the box. And maybe we can get her up here already? Is that... You might want to... No, I might want to move over. Sorry. No need for me to yell at you, because I was the one being a dick, essentially. You climb up there and then jump for my hand. That should do. That should work. Alright. Wasn't so stumped after all. But yeah, basically what this game is, and it's kind of funny that it is that, is a big giant escort mission. And if you've been following the gaming scene for quite a while, you probably all know, or just are aware of the fact that escort missions, people hate them. And rightfully so for the most part. I do remember one escort mission in particular that just pissed me off so hard. There was no fun in escorting some fucking doctor across some island in like the Xbox Far Cry thing. I don't know if that's even comparable to what the first Far Cry is on PC, because I don't think so. I don't think it is. But there was an escort mission in there. Fucking worst thing I ever played. The dude died immediately. There was no fun to be had in that escort mission. But this is very much the opposite of that. You are gonna have a blast with her. She's a really cool companion, and you constantly have to rescue her. So the game basically switches it up from being like puzzly, jumpy, trying to figure out where you need to go or how to get there for the most part, and then sequences like this where you have to then protect her, and evil demon guys are trying to snatch her and get her down into their weird blackness, which is not nice, and that's why you protect her. And yeah, I don't know, that's basically already it. Those both gameplay thingies mixed up is basically what Eco is all about. And that's enough for me, because they do definitely vary it up and keep it interesting, and just the world and how little you know about it is basically what kept me going with this one. I find it to be a very fascinating experience, because it's so quiet. It's always so quiet, and there's nothing really that gets explained. And there's really something that has to be said about Eco creating a really immersive world right here, because I love it. I find this to be much more immersive than anything fucking like the more recent generation has done. It's quite incredible. Like, I'm not trying to fucking shit on the games that have come out over the past years. I'm not a person like that. I just feel like this really nails setting and telling story in that setting. It's so simple with what it does, but it does everything so effectively. That's basically what I feel about Eco. And it's not Ico. I sometimes do still go out and say Ico for whatever reason, I don't know. That's like my initial pronunciation when I first started looking into the games. But it's Eco, supposedly. Now what we're gonna do is climb down here. Are you gonna... you're probably gonna come with me, right? Because that's how this is supposed to work. We're supposed to stick together and stuff. Don't really know how much I'm gonna play of this. But still a little bit. Just run around, have a good time, show off the game a little bit more. And also ask you guys whether you played this or not. Because that's something I'm really interested in, honestly. I'd like to find out what you thought of Eco. And yeah, just tell me in the comment section below. I'm really interested in your opinion on this game. Because, I mean, it's a strange one for me, right? I didn't grow up playing this. I never played it on the PlayStation 2. That never happened. Instead, I got it for the PlayStation 3, and that was not until, like, long ago. I don't even know when I first got it, but it must have been 2013. So that's quite ridiculous, because this came out in, like, 2003, 4, if I were to guess. It's a really old game, like, relatively old. But I don't know. It screams, or it just tells me I'm an adventurer, like at every second, and I love that, because I'm a real sucker for games like this, like adventure games where you have to find out stuff, explore stuff, and just delve into this unknown world. I'm a big sucker for that. So come on, sit down next to me. We're gonna save right here. Ah, and I love these save points. They're so relaxing. Alright, but now I'm gonna save on top of slot 3. That was not how you do that. You hit yes instead of no. And then we keep going here, essentially. Later on, you of course get better weapons. And other things, like there's bombs and stuff like that that you then have to solve puzzles with, and just more complex areas and stuff like that. It does definitely get quite difficult towards the end, but it definitely is worth it. I've probably said it way too often by now, but if you have not played this game yourself, I would absolutely recommend it. Especially if you want to see an escort mission done right. Because you care about her. There's no question about it. You care about this girl and what happens to her, so you try your best to protect her at all times. And that's also what the story is all about, what the story plays around with. I don't know if I can immediately, like, bring you with me. Can you climb that? Maybe not. I'm gonna go over here instead and try to work that lever, and maybe that's gonna help me. It might, though. It might bring some platform over to her. I don't know. We'll find out. So there's that. That's the platform I was speaking about. So apparently I do still remember this game pretty well. Then again, it wasn't really all that long ago when I played it, so there's probably a good reason for that. But now that's there. Is she now gonna jump to it, though? Or what are you gonna do? She can't. Alright, she don't want to. Maybe if we climb up. I'm not really too sure what we have to do at this point. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have to get her on top of that thing right there. But, oh yeah, maybe, ooh, don't fall down, man. Little boy. Dude, ooh, Jesus. Okay. That was all kinds of scary. There's a lot of pee in my pants right now, but we're still alive. So we're gonna climb down here like that. And now, basically ask for her and, shit, climb back up. And basically make her jump. And then catch her, and yeah, very much like that. What are we gonna do now? I mean, now she's on here. That's good. Are we now just gonna jump over here and then maybe climb over and use that lever again? That's what I would guess. We'll find out. Yeah, but yeah, probably still gonna play up until the next save point. So I hope this is something you guys are gonna enjoy this video. It'll look back at Eco. Because I mean, for those of you who have played, this might be a nice look back, and also a nice opportunity to tell me what you think about it. And for those of you who haven't played it, once again, my recommendations right here. I do have a little plan. Like, it's not only this video that I want to do, not only Eco, because I did say I actually own both Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. So what we're gonna do next time around, I can already announce the next Remember episode, is actually take a look at what is basically the more like well-known out of the two, Shadow of the Colossus, which constantly gets called when it comes to like the best games ever and stuff like that. A lot of people love that game. I love it as well. I'm probably not gonna jizz on it all that much, not as much as other people might, but that's what we're gonna do next time. Gonna kill some colossi, but for now, let's get her over here very safely. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I'm gonna catch you. That's how this is supposed to work. Oh, there we go. I wasn't close enough to the edge. Yeah. Okay. And now get her up here and have her sit down on the stone sofa, and then we're gonna save and end it right here. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. A little short look back at Eco, and yeah, as I said, let me know what you guys think, and get excited for a look back at Shadow of the Colossus, because that's happening next time. For now, as I said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like or something like that if you actually enjoyed it. Helps out a great deal. But yeah, I will see you next time. Goodbye.